Hello, it's Tom's EAS and weather radios, and I'm doing a weather radio collection update. I haven't done one in probably a year now, probably well over that. My weather radio collection has not really increased. It's kind of decreased it a little bit, just, so I didn't have so many, but I might get a few more eventually. But I just figured I'd do an update. So, starting off with these, we got my Midland WR200. This is my third weather radio that I bought when I started EAS. These are from about 2000, 2001, maybe even 99, I'm not sure. And then here we've got my Realistic 12152 that works great. My friend Tristan actually helped me. This had a different cover on it, and it was distorted from, I don't know, probably heat, something like that. But my friend Tristan helped me, or his channel is EAS CL-155. He helped me get another top for it because his 152 broke. He gave me the top for it, so I appreciate that. It has just 3 frequencies, and it's got a volume dial. It's got the antenna, of course. And then here I've got my second weather radio, my Midland WR100 version 5. I bought this right after my first weather radio. It's still going strong. I bought it brand new from Walgreens, but I know these are notorious for squealing. This hasn't done anything like that, so I'm thankful. And then here's my older Midland WR120 that I found at a Walgreens for 10 bucks. They were trying to get rid of it, it seemed, and it was their last weather radio. So I just picked it up, and it works great. It's an older one. It's not an EZ model, so you have to put the same codes in, whereas with the EZ model, you can just pick the county name. So I'll have you listen to all of these.
Weather advisory for the following counties in Ohio: Champaign and Union. Winter weather advisory remains in effect until 10 a.m. Tuesday. Snow continues. Additional snow accumulations of up to 2 inches. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions could impact the morning commute. The heaviest snow accumulation is expected early morning Tuesday morning, when an area of snow on the back edge of the system affect the region for the morning commute. Slow down and use caution while traveling. Additional information can be...
Here's my Midland HH50. It's a nice little portable weather radio. It's got the mini antenna. It has volume buttons here, and it's got a test and rescan for this channel. It's a variable. You don't pick frequency. It just scans wherever you're at. It's got off, on, and alert. So let's do on.
Then an area of snow on the back edge of the system will affect the region for the morning commute. Slow down and use caution while traveling.
It's a nice little portable radio. I like it. And then here's this Lacrosse. It's very, I don't know, it's interesting. It's got a flashlight. It takes these just like this one. It's pretty cool. I'll just show it to you guys here. I think I like this one a little better. It's more, this one, it's more simple. There's not as many features, but, I don't know. This one it dies pretty quick. It eats batteries pretty good. This is my second set of batteries in here. So, and I've only used it maybe 5 times. So, anyway, I'll turn this on here.
Road temperatures will slowly fall towards sunrise, which may lead to a few icy spots on untreated surfaces. Slow down and use caution while traveling. Additional information can be found at www.weather.gov/ILN.
Not bad. Serves its purpose. All right, I'll move on to some of my others. Here's my realistic Alert 3, the 12140. It's a pretty cool weather radio. It's retro. I think these are from about 1989-ish, give or take. I could be wrong. My Tristan EAS Coon 55 knows more about these realistics. But yeah, so it's pretty simple. You just have, you turn the volume up.
A chance of snow showers. Waves 5 to 8 feet. Waves occasionally around 10 feet.
You could put it in alert, and you could do a test. It's pretty neat. Neat little radio, I must say. I'm glad I have it. I'm hoping to get a time dial version of this, which looks kind of like this, but it does not have the siren, and it has a time dial clock type deal here that has a time function feature. It's pretty cool. The 12148 and the 12149, whichever one I get, I'll be happy with. Anyway, moving on to this radio, my first ever weather radio, the Midland WR120 EZ. I've had this radio for almost 2 years now. I don't know if I've ever said, but I've known about weather radio, NOAA weather radio, since I was 2 years old. Listened to it almost every day for my entire life up until I was 10 years old, because we had a TV station on Time Warner Cable called the Time Warner Cable Live Radar, and they had my station, KIG 86, playing on it, and it was CRS, Tom and Donna, with a little bit of Harry, but yeah, we got a new station. But then, my friend Tristan told me about how you can listen to that on a radio. I thought it was just on TV, sounds dumb, but unfortunately, I waited way too late. I should have gotten one in 2016 had I known, or had I listened, that BMH is going to be taking place as CRS. But 2018, I finally bought a weather radio, and I was disappointed by the different voice, but it still brings back a lot of childhood memories. It's the same station, the same everything, it's just a different voice. But yeah, this radio started my current EAS interest, so here it is.
Sunny. Highs around 30. And now the extended forecast.
Still going good. I'm hoping to have it for many more years. So, and I highly recommend this radio. It's a good budget radio, and it does what it needs to do for you. It's great, and it alerts you when needed. So anyway, moving on to my others. So right here we have my Midland WR400, which is the most I've paid for a radio by far, that I've paid at least. And then I have this storm alarm. So I'll start with this 400. I got it last year. Well, I got it this year in February, so almost a year ago. And it served me really well. It's been one of my main go-tos while at home. And it's a great radio. It's a little more advanced. It has AM, FM, so you can listen to music. You have presets. You can go in. I really like the alert test on here. So, it's a nice radio. It's got the variable volume, just like on a 74-200. It can be alarm clock like most of them. Here it is.
Morning, when an area of snow on the back edge of the system affect the region for the morning commute. Slow down and use caution while traveling.
And then here's the storm alarm. I'd say it's from the 80s. Like I said, my friend Tristan knows more about these older radios. It's got the volume, it's got alert weather, it's actually got a battery indicator, which is nice, and it's got off and on. It actually does do 7 frequencies, which is not, you don't see that a lot on older radios. It's actually really good for being an old radio. Like, you could use it as your regular radio. Now, mine doesn't have the jack because the jack that came with it was bad, but it's one of those radios where when it's off, it's off. It's not consuming any battery, so that's good. So I'll just...
The system will affect the region for the morning commute. Slow down and use caution while traveling. Additional information can be found if...
I think because it's close to the transmitter, even when I just hit it on without pressing that, it automatically turns on. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, to the Midland version 2. Here's my version 2 Midland WR100. This was a really exciting find a year ago when I first found it at my Goodwill for $4. I couldn't believe it. I saw this thing from up on a shelf and I thought it was just any other 100, but I take it down, I see the no public alert certification, and I see this traffic light with statement, and I freaked out a little bit. So I was pretty happy to find one of these. It's pretty much like any other Midland WR100. It's just you can't do an alert test on it like you can the newer ones. But these are much less notorious for squealing, which is good. This is 15 years old, probably. It's got to be at least from 2003, if not older. It's one of the originals. So, anyway, here we go.
For the 7-day period, averages 0.68 inches. Here is a winter weather advisory.
Alright, I'm gonna head upstairs to the last view. Here's my realistic alert 1. This one's from, I think, 1978 or 79. It's an older one. Tristan would know more. It's a 12157A, and there's the serial number if any of you know. There's the frequencies and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It kind of, I don't know, it's a little crude and it's a little finicky at times, but it works. I'll turn it on just for entertainment, you know, just because. I don't use it very much, but when I do, it's cool. So, Tristan gave this to me. It's really nice, and it's like an Alert 2 almost, except it's flat and there's no exposed antenna. This one has like a built-in antenna of some sort. Here it is.
Becoming partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 40s. Saturday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Sunday, partly cloudy.
So that's the Alert 1. I'm going to go on to the Sangean now. So here we go. Right here I have my my best weather radio and most advanced one by far. Now the reason this wasn't I didn't pay the most for it is because my friend Tristan gave it to me as a gift, and I still appreciate it. He gave it to me over the summer when we met up, so yeah, I still appreciate that very much. It's been a great radio. It's served me really well for the past 6 months so far here. I just love how high quality the sound is on it. It's amazing. And it's got, of course, radio. It has 5 presets. It's got, you know, auxiliary. It's got all sorts of cool features. And you can set 2 different alarms for 2 different times, which is just great. That really comes in handy for me. So, and the other cool thing is when it goes off for an alert, it's gradual. It doesn't scare you awake. It still does what it needs to do. It'll wake you up, but it won't scare you awake and give you a heart attack. It just gradually comes on. So I'll show you the alert test. Figure this out here. Here we go. Low. I don't want it on high. It's extremely loud. It's as loud as a fire alarm on high. It is ridiculously loud. That's why I keep it on low. Low is just good enough. It'll wake you up. So, but yeah. So here's the weather.
Southern Great Lakes and Ohio Valley region. Low pressure will move from the Tennessee Valley to the mid-Atlantic region tonight, bringing rain to the south and mixed precipitation to the north. Precipitation will taper off Tuesday morning as the system pulls off the southern New England coast. A dry cold front is then expected to pass southeast across the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley Tuesday night into Wednesday. This will bring colder temperatures to our area. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for Central Ohio, including Columbus and vicinity.
It's such a great radio. I definitely recommend one of these if you're looking for something, advanced and premium. If you don't care how much money you spend on one, then I definitely recommend a Sangean, or even a 400 would do good. So I will say, I think radio-wise, all I'm really looking for at this point is probably another Recom. I had a Recom R1630. I gave it to Tristan. I kind of missed that, but I think I'll get an R1650 or something like that shortly. And I'm hoping to find, this is a long shot, but I'm hoping to find a version 1 Midland WR100, as well as a black and silver, either version 1 or 2. That's all for my weather radio collection so far, as of December 2019. So thanks for watching, and I will have more up soon.